So, just got done watching the Inside Xbox press conference, which is live from Gamescom in Germany this week. And they unveiled a bunch of new Game Pass games coming out in the next couple weeks. And as is tradition around here, I thought we should take a look at them together and see what we're going to get. Now, they did say that they had more announcements to make. These were those announcements. So, as far as the month of August is concerned, announcements are over. We might get another drop in early September. It might be a little bit later since we got two back-to-back. First and foremost, I think, is the big announcement, and that is that Devil May Cry 5 is coming to Game Pass. Now, I played Devil May Cry. It came out earlier this year. I'm talking back in March. The fact that they got this on Game Pass so quickly is incredible. And I think it speaks to the success of the service. I love this game. It was definitely a contender for me for Game of the Year, and it still is. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I have gone back since the original playthrough and played again with all of the new cosmetic gear and some of the new weapons and challenge modes that they've come out with. But Devil May Cry 5 was phenomenal. It sits at an 88 Metacritic score, which is practically God tier, and I loved it. So the fact that this is coming out, very, very, very surprising. Next is Kingdom Come Deliverance. I had a feeling that this one was going to be coming out because they've been giving this game away for free a lot in a lot of different places. It was part of my loot bag when I went to inside the Xbox Fan Fest earlier this year. I've seen it on sale, reduced price for a very, very long time. That's usually indicative that the game is about to go free and start making the rounds on Origin and on PlayStation Plus and on Game Pass, stuff like that. Kingdom Come Deliverance sits at a 76 Metacritic score. It's an RPG that takes place, back in the day, medieval times. I have not yet played it, but I've seen really good reviews about it. A lot of the criticism seems to stem around the fact that it is predominantly white males, which in the period of time where this game is being played at, that was the people that lived there. So I think that's why the Metacritic score is a little bit lower. I think it's probably more to low 80 score based on the actual gameplay I've seen, taking out the social injustices or the politics out of it. I think this is going to be a good game and definitely a good pickup on Game Pass. Next is Ape Out, which is a top-down smash-em-up game. Made the rounds earlier in the year. I saw a lot of people talking about it, particularly on Switch. That's kind of where it kind of flurried. It became a game actually. And sits at an 83. I think this is one of those games that you're going to play for an hour and then put down. I know a lot of people really into it for about a week and then they moved on. I suspect that's probably what's going to end up happening with most people playing this game. But it's definitely something good to flesh out your library. I think it speaks to the depth and breadth of what Game Pass offers. So I'm excited to play it, and I'll give you guys a review on it when I get around to it. Next up is Bards Tale 4. Now, I have not really been a big fan of the Bards Tale. It's a turn-based RPG, which really should be in my wheelhouse, but growing up, there were so many other great games that this was just an okay game, and you can see the Metacritic score sitting at a low 70. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I know that there are other RPGs out there that seem to be a little bit better received. That said, again, you take this in tandem with, or with a grain of salt, rather, with all of the other Game Pass games that are coming out that are role-playing or turn-based strategy games, and you kind of have to weigh out, is the Bard's Tale on the top of your list? Maybe it is, and if so, it's your lucky day. Next is Age of Empire, the Definitive Edition. This game, do not believe the Metacritic score on this. This game is definitely one of the most revered games, really, of all time. It really put RTS on the map. A lot of people had a lot of complaints with this particular remaster, primarily because gaming has changed. If you go back and play StarCraft 1, look at how bad that game controls and feels compared to StarCraft 2, where you can have swappable units and swappable army counts, very, very quick hotkeying. This game didn't have that. When they went back and remastered this, they just kind of left it the way that it was. and they didn't really change too much. And I think that's why the Metacritic score is as low as it is. I played this game over at E3 earlier this year at the FanFest event. I loved it, and I'm excited for it. So, hey, it's in 4K. It's going to look great. Don't know if it has ultra-wide support or not. I hope it does. These RTSs that don't have ultra-wide support, definitely not as fun for me. I get it that it gives you a competitive advantage, but whatever. I don't care. I want it. Lastly is Solaris, which is a game that's a couple years old now. It's a storytelling game that's in outer space. Think like outer space strategy type. I enjoyed a little bit. I played with this years ago on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure this was a PlayStation Plus game some time ago. I never really got that much into it because, as just with every other backlog game coming out, it was just too much going on. But it's got a pretty decent Metacritic score, and now that it's going to make its rounds again on Game Pass, as I wrap up some of the other games I'm playing, it might be a good opportunity to dive back into it. So there you guys have it. Quick look at some of the new Game Pass games that are going to be dropping very, very soon. Actually, some of them are coming out today. So keep an eye out. If you're not a Game Pass subscriber, you should definitely check it out. They're running a promotion right now, which is $2 for 2 months. That gets you Game Pass Ultimate. That's Xbox Game Pass for console and Xbox Game Pass for PC. With that, I'd like to close out this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.